Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Dani, co-founder and head baker of Vita Bakery. Vita Bakery is 100% vegan and free from bakery shop in London, and we do a lot of cakes. So today I'm gonna show you how to decorate a cake and how to make it look very pretty and professional. So first things first, you are gonna need a cake. It can be any kind of cake. Today I'm gonna use a rainbow cake because that's the most popular cake we do at our shop. Make sure you go and check out the recipe video for this amazing cake. So you will need any kind of cake. It has to be cooled down and it has to be baked, and then you need some kind of frosting. Here I have some vanilla frosting. I also have a video and a tutorial how to do buttercreams and frostings. And then you're gonna use some tools. You're gonna use your serrated knife, and you are gonna need your offset spatula, and you are going to need your cake scraper to make all those edges nice and pretty, and also you're gonna need a little piping bag and a star tip. You can use any kind of nozzle you want. I prefer this one. It makes the cakes take another level. They're really pretty. And also we are gonna use some sprinkles. In this case we're using vegan sprinkles because we're baking a vegan cake, so make sure you check that out before you use them, and I will make a video about that as well, so make sure you check that out too. And then I decided I wanted to do this master cake in a master super nice cake stand, so I'm gonna use this one. If you have one in hand, use it too, but bear in mind that if you're planning to transport it, maybe don't put it directly on the cake stand. Maybe use a little cake board or a drum, so it's better and easier to transport. So let's get started. So I'm going to place my cake board on top of my Lazy Susan or my rotating table, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of the buttercream just to make sure the cake sticks to the board. Just a tiny bit. And then you can go ahead with your first layer. If you're doing any of my recipes, you know I like to trim the cakes, especially if they are colored or if they have, you know, all this little caramelized sugar on top. It's nothing wrong with it, but it just makes your cake a little bit more even and pretty. Then you can put a little blob of the buttercream in the middle, then spread it out all the way to the edges, nice and pretty. A good tip to decorate a cake is to never touch the actual sponge. Always guide your spatula directly with your cream, because then if you touch the sponge and then the cream and sponge and cream, then you're gonna take all the crumbs out and then you will have like a dirty cream. Today I'm just gonna use the vanilla cream and I'm gonna leave it as it is. In these stages now you can start adding more flavors to it, maybe some sprinkles, some cookies, whatever you want, some jam, anything you want. But today I'm just gonna leave it plain and beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another layer and do exactly the same thing. And then the next layer. So as you can see, it does make a big difference to remove this caramelized part. So I'm just going to continue doing the same thing, removing this part, adding the cream, and so on and so forth. So now that you have all the layers covered with the vanilla cream, you can do the rest of the cake. So what I like is to start from the top and then work my way down to the sides. So to do that, I take a little bit more of cream than what I normally put in the sides, in between the layers, sorry. And then I push it to the corners, right on the edge. And then I take the cream from the side and guide it all the way down, just like so. Remove the excess if you have any, and keep going until you are happy with what you have. If you're not too experienced with your offset spatula, just try and do it with your cake scraper. What you're gonna do is to put a parallel to your cake, not put it too much against your cake because then it's gonna make an impression. So just very nicely put some pressure to it and rotate the table, and that is gonna give you a straight edge. I'm pretty happy with the way my cake looks now. So in baking terms, this is called the crumb coat. So it's just basically to seal all the crumbs in the cake, so the cake is nice and pretty. But it's also called a semi-naked effect, and we like doing our cakes like this, so we don't like to cover them many times until we have everything white and covered. But if you like that style, now will be the time to put it in the fridge for like 2 or 3 hours, and then do exactly the same thing again until it's fully covered. So now I'm just gonna clean these edges. I'm gonna drag the excess to the center and then clean my offset spatula nice and gently. In this case, I'm going to cover the top with sprinkles and things like that. So I'm not going to go crazy and try to have a perfectly top. But if you are, just take some cream and then put it in the center and drag it to the sides in a circular motion. Especially if you're going to write a birthday message or something like that. So it's nice and covered and it's less rustic. I think I'm pretty happy with this. And then I'm going to give it an extra Vita Bakery touch. So I'm gonna clean this text and then I'll show you how. Right, so now that my cake is covered, I transfer it to a really pretty cake stand. And now I am going to decorate it and finish it. To do that, I'm going to take a piping bag with a piping nozzle, the one I showed you at the beginning. I already cut the tip of my bag. And then I'm gonna put it in a glass, so it's extra easy. And then you're gonna open your bag, help yourself, and then you're gonna take whatever you have left of the cream, it doesn't have to be all, and you're gonna put it in. That way you can use both hands and it's just easier. Okay, so now that that's in there, you're gonna remove it from the glass, tap it so the frosting goes where it should go. So maybe take a little plate or a piece of parchment paper, whatever you have around, and practice a few times. So what we're gonna do is, let me do it first and then I tell you what am I doing. This is called the French piping. Oopsie, that's some air. So what you're gonna do is to do a little blob and then drag it towards you, blob and drag it. Then start the next one on top. If you find that too difficult and it's your first time doing this, then simply do some dots, for example. Maybe do one and then you do them one next to the other. That's also very, very pretty. And now I'm going to do it directly on my cake. Done. So as everything you do is all to do with practice and muscle memory. So if it's your first time doing cakes or trying to decorate cakes, just whenever you're free, take 20 minutes, 10 minutes and sit down and practice and practice and practice and practice until you can do it with your eyes closed. It's really, really easy, but you just need to practice and get your hand used to the movement. So here we have it, a beautiful rainbow vanilla cake. I hope you find this really, really useful, and I hope you give this a try. If you do, please make sure you share them with me so I see your progress as well, and tag me either on Dani Bakes Vida or Vida Bakery. And yeah, if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section below. If you're going to transport this cake, or if you're gonna want to consume it at home, best thing will be to put it in the fridge for a few hours so the cream is nice and set and the cake doesn't slide to the side or anything like that. But well, that's it from me today, so I'll see you in the next video. And if you like this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye!